Uh, Today we are going to learn on a topic, computer program. So what is program development? Development is the process of creating a computer program or a software application to solve specific tasks or problems. It involves a series of systematic steps and activities to transform a set of requirements or objectives into functioning software products. Okay, program development is a crucial part of of the software development life cycle, which encompasses everything from initial idea and design to testing, deployment, and maintenance. So, program development is a process of designing, coding, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Deployment is also known as is giving out. Is also known as implementation. Okay. Okay. So, in this diagram, you see these are the phases of program development. These are the program development phases. The first phase is requirement analysis. The second one is design. That one is coding, testing, implementation and support, which is also known as deployment. And the last one is documentation. Okay. So, program development phases, we're going to define them each one after the other, and we'll start with the first one. What is requirement analysis as the first phase of program development? This phase involves gathering and understanding the specific needs and objectives for the software project. In other terms, you can as well say it involves gathering and understanding the specific needs and objectives for the software project. It is the process of collecting or gathering information about the software that is about to be developed. The second phase is designing, and in this phase, the overall structure and detailed components of the software are planned and documented. Here is where we plan on the detailing of the components of the software and we document them. Okay. The third one is coding, and coding here is where we write the codes. It is developers write the actual code for the software during this phase. So the coding phase is the phase where we write codes. The fourth phase is testing or debugging, which is also known as verification. And in this phase, the software is thoroughly tested at different levels to identify and rectify any issues. Here is where we test. By testing, we identify and rectify any issues. Okay. The fifth phase is implementation and support, which is also known as deployment. And here, software is installed and made available for users to use. Here is where we give out the already tested and made software. The sixth phase is documentation, and in documentation here is where create the documents. These are the manuals that we use. We can as well say the documentation phase is the documentation phase is where we create documents to help users and develop understanding of the software. The seventh phase is maintenance. And in maintenance, here is where we fix any bugs that are found in the program. After we have already documented it, we try to fix the problems that may occur after the program is deployed. Okay, so let's go on and learn about the activities that takes place during program development. And in the first one, the requirement phase. Here in this phase, we do requirement gathering as one of the activities. And in this phase, the developer of the developing team gather information about what the software is supposed to do. This involves communication with stakeholders to understand their needs and expectations. Here is where we gather information. The second one is design, and in design, the activities that take place, one is system design. In this phase, The overall system architecture is designed. This includes decisions about the software structure, components, and how they will interact. System design. The other activity is detailed design. In detailed design, for each component or module of the software are created. This includes data structures, algorithms, and user interface. Algorithms are the codes, okay? In coding as the third phase, the activity that takes place here, the main one is writing the actual code. Coding. During this phase, developers write the actual source code of the software based on the design specification. This is where the software is built and programmed. So here is where we build build the program by writing the codes. Okay, the fourth phase is testing, and there are a number of activities that take place during testing phase, and one is unit testing. In unit testing, individual components or modules are tested to ensure they work as expected. Unit testing. This is the components or the modules are tested to ensure they work as expected. The second activity is integration testing. The different components are integrated and tested, and testing is performed to ensure they work together. After each unit has been tested individually, then we integrate the modules or the components to ensure that they can work together. The third activity is system testing. And in system testing, the complete software system is tested to verify that it meets the defined requirements. We will make sure to verify that it meets the defined requirements. The fourth activity is user acceptance testing. And in user acceptance testing, the software is tested by end users to ensure it fulfills their needs and expectations. Here, we are making a program that is going to meet the needs of the end user. So, in user acceptance testing, the software is tested by the end users to ensure it fulfills their needs and expectations. Okay. The fifth phase is implementation or deployment, and the activities that take place here, one is installation, and in installation, the software is installed on the target hardware or made available to users through distribution method like app stores, websites, or network deployment. An example of a website or an app store is like Play Store. There you can find all the apps which have already been implemented. Okay. The second activity is configuration, and in configuration, any necessary configurations are made to adapt the software to the specific environment or user preferences. For example, you have a Windows laptop, so you're going to configure it using the Windows configurations. Okay. The sixth phase is documentation, and here documentation it is all about writing manuals or documenting manuals. Throughout the development phase, documentation is crucial. This includes designing documents, user manuals, and technical documents to help developers and users understand the software. So the reason why we document is to enable us to understand, us as the users, to understand how the software will work or works. The last phase is maintenance and support, and in maintenance and support, there are a number of activities that happen. One is bug fixing, and bug fixing, as users start using the software, issues and bugs may arise, so developers need to address and fix these problems. Yes, after a program has been implemented and documented, it may develop some bugs or issues. So in this, we fix the bugs as a part of maintenance and support. The second activity is update and maintenance and enhancement. Over time, software may need updating to add new features, improve performance, or adapt to change requirements. So here can also update. And the last one is user support. In user support, here is where we can, for example, you need to call someone from a department to help you sort an issue with your laptop. So in this phase, maintenance phase, is user support, where we provide ongoing support. Okay. So for the lesson today, we have learned about program development, and we have said that program development is a process of creating computer softwares by designing, coding, testing, and deploying it to solve specific tasks or problems. And we have also identified the phases of program development. They include requirement analysis, designing, coding, testing, implementing, maintenance, and the last one as documentation. Thank you for your time. Let's meet in the next lesson, and I will leave you an assignment. Kindly go and read on program designing. Thank you for your time.